Big woman,
She's
purple
got, like,
hair.
Purple hair.
Yeah, she's bomb. Serena's. Yeah.
You've had her.
Yeah. Did she cut your hair?
When I got rid of my top knot.
Yeah.
That she did my hair and I loved it. That was awesome.
She's on point, man. She's always on point. Yeah. Yeah, I need to just go back to her. Because I tried going to Barbara. I was like, yeah, let's try like the. I was like, let's do the curly thing. I was like trying to like get a little spicy with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look like a freak. Like I've been like, people be like, oh, you got a haircut. I'm like, yeah, what do you think? And they're like, it's interesting. It's like it's not you.
What do you normally do?
It's usually like shorter and like pulled to this like little like comb over thing, like a little.
I think it looks fine. But...
Yeah, it's fine. It's just poofy as shit, dude. So my thought here with this is set the expectation of purely just assessment and then treatment from a modes of contraction standpoint.
Okay.
So find a range of motion limit and then treat it with isomyoplast and just kind of feel what those feel like. I think that would be the best thing to do. Perfect. Yeah.
So
we do SARS first.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So bring this foot out. Yep. Keep it there. Ready. Go.
Feels great, man.
Yep.
Line of force feels awesome.
Ready. Go.
Good.
Sweet. I'm gonna just.
Yeah. Good idea.
Well, you got a little bit to love it.
Your line of force feels way cleaner, dude.
Nice.
Like way cleaner.
My stepdad actually, because he did massage, he gave. We were doing the assessment when him and I. He came up with an idea that he thought felt a lot better, and I'll show you on this one. When you rotate in and out, we were like kind of pushing down. He was like, bring like your body and down, or not, like come to your core rather than your arms. So we'll get ready, go. Ready, go.
That feels fine.
Okay, yeah. So it was like rather than we were kind of like getting this like jostly thing because we were trying to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to describe it. Ready, ready, go.
Yeah, it feels fine. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing you want to watch out for there is like if you're starting to get your body into it too much, then you'll lose the amount of load that you're putting through your hand.
Oh, I see.
That's a big issue because like if I'm like for example, I'm on the table. Like if I'm doing, and yours, I mean, dude, that felt great. I mean, let me just do an abduction because this is easier. So there's this, ready, go. Ready, go. There's that, right? And then there's this, ready, go.
Yeah.
Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. I mean, it's hard for you to do anyway, but you know, let's try here. Ready, go. There's that, and then there's this, ready, go.
Yeah.
Ready, go. Think about pushing to the side. Ready, go. There you go. Ready, go.
Yeah, I was like really focused on what you were doing.
Yeah.
What I'm doing.
Yep. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, whatever that was, like whatever your process there, that's totally fine. I'm not feeling.
And it might
you're not even. It doesn't even look like you're. I was looked up. It didn't even look like you're moving your body.
It
looked like you were
like
counterbalancing yourself.
It was more about being.
Yes. Bracing yourself.
Than,
you have to, dude. With all these, if your body destabilizes when you're testing, your arm destabilizes, and then their feedback loop is destabilization.
Right.
So you're testing instability, and if they have instability, then it's like double instability.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're unstable and they're stable, it might feel to you like they're unstable.
Right.
So anyway, that's great.
Those are all clear. So then here, keep it on the table. Ready, go.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Put it on the table. Ready, go. Almost outside.
Oh yeah, no, you should cue me up.
Yeah, bring your leg off the table. Keep it there. Ready, go. Here. Foot off the table. Ready, go. Sweet. I think this is the one that you failed last time. It was external rotation and out.
Oh, we gotta do pelvic rotation.
Oh, pelvic rotation first. Okay, that's right. So bring your foot onto your leg here.
And so if you want me to, we're going this way. So this way. Yeah, so I could go.
So yeah, bring this foot onto this. And rotate toward me. Keep it there. Ready, go. Ready, go. How's that feel to you?
Good.
Okay. Switch sides here.
How'd that feel to you?
Decent, yep. Well, maybe a little bit. Keep it here, ready, go. Yeah, not like that. Ready, go.
Yeah.
That was your left.
Right, PVA.
Right, PVA. I think that might have been different than what we saw
I think it was.
on anyway,
On the stars.
Yeah, let's do this one, yep. There, right, ready, go.
Yep, good.
And this one, ready, go.
Good.
Wait, I'm going out.
Yep. That's fine.
Out, like that?
Yep.
Okay, ready, go. Hey, those
Felt good.
Those didn't, you
Yeah.
didn't.
Those
at
weren't
all.
holding last time. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Are you gonna pass all the stars? Let's see.
Maybe.
Okay, rotate, yep.
Yeah.
Keep it there, ready, go.
Yeah, those are usually pretty good.
Ready, go. There it is.
Nice. Other than that PVA, right?
Yeah.
So, cool. So, you can, I mean, now you can kind of explore, like, we could go, you know, one of the things we could figure out is like, okay, what do I want to, like, what am I trying to work on? And then we could, like, look into that. Like, right now, the big thing for me is I feel very axially destabilized, like, from a spinal standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That would be something I'm interested in looking into. I'm really not interested. If you want to work my legs, we can, but I'm really not interested in working my legs at this point. So it'd be kind of cool to like.
Let's do the action.
Yeah. So we could, you know, we could start out assessing frontal plane, and you could just kind of start exploring. So.
Like side bend.
Yeah. Right. So like hip hike, lateral flexion, pelvic approximation. Like, so what this kind of like the rule of thumb here when we were looking at stuff like this is like start with range of motion, see where the movement dysfunction is, then hone in from a movement dysfunction on where quality is breaking down, then treat quality, progress modes of contractions into isomyoplyos, and then progress that motion into a configurational assessment.
Okay.
What I mean by that is you start, let's just say,
Go to hip hike because I think that was something.
let's do that. Yeah. So hip hike, or let's go like hip hike, lateral lumbar flexion, right. Okay. So like let's go for it. So let's check range first.
Okay.
So boom, boom.
So you hip hike and you sled your hip.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then boom. So that just hip hike alone here feels harder.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom. And that feels like crap.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm jammed.
Yep. Okay.
So we know there's something going, and this is actually really helpful because this is one of the biggest differences between MSS and MAT.
Mm-hmm.
Is with MAT they always treated the range of motion issue.
Mm-hmm.
We're using range of motion as an indicator that something is wrong, not what to do about it. And so with the range of motion issue, we go, okay, there's something weird with hip hike.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check quality. So I might be, it might be hard for me to get there, but I might be a brick shit house there, right?
Gotcha.
Whereas over here, I might be mush, but I have plenty of range there. So what we're gonna do is go, I'm not gonna improve the range of motion in something that's already high quality because I might be jammed out over there.
Mm-hmm.
I might have this loose stuff here that's all floppy and I have no control over there. The available range is there, but there's no control. That might be the thing we need to treat. And so decision making wise, that's why we would go, leave this alone. Let's work on this, right? So let's try it, man. Let's check quality here.
So you're gonna hip hike.
Here,
Foot left.
there, yeah.
And then you're bring your legs back for me.
So you're trying to slide them back. That way I'm going to try and keep them. Yep.
Keep them there. Ready, go. Okay.
That
that
felt pretty good,
solid.
right?
Okay. Opposite. Keep it there. Ready, go.
Yeah, so I mean, there it is.
Perfect
So
example.
that's a great example right there.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now we're like, oh, this dude's having trouble hip hiking and laterally lumbar flexing right.
Mm-hmm.
So we just, just basic. We're not trying to get any more complex. We're not thinking about knees, spine, trunk, nothing. Let's just treat it, right?
Start with ISO.
Isometric, yep.
And
so do you want me to just cue you on how I would cue me?
Right.
Yeah. So I'd say I'd put my hand under their left heel, excuse me.
Left
Yeah, just on the actual on the pad of the heel, and I'd say push into my hand.
Okay, so push into my hand.
See how that sets hip hike?
Right. Yep.
Then I'd say slide your leg a little bit right, and then slide the other one there, and hold that. And then what you can do is put your hand on, and I'm just holding that. And don't push on me.
Oh, okay.
Let me push on you.
Gotcha.
Because dude, it's crazy. I'm gonna, after I get off this, I'm gonna show you. I know that was like so minuscule, how little difference that is. Oh, you feel that pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's something me and Jeremiah were working on this morning.
Interesting.
It's pretty fucked up. There's some weird stuff going on, dude. There's some like neurological shit going on. And so what I do, like in that situation, I would be like, go until you're at a 3 at first. And I was like kind of hovering at this weird, like, I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
2 to 4. I couldn't even tell. It's like my brain is like, So I would let them rest. I yammer at them for like 30, 40 seconds, educate them on what I was experiencing, like what I was feeling.
Right.
It's like, hey, do you feel that weird pop? That's weird. Like, we'll explore what that is later. What did you feel? That would be my conversation piece for the 45 seconds of potentiation there.
I also felt like when I first went there, like you weren't giving much, and it kind of got a little bit better over time.
Yep, and I would tell them that.
It wasn't a ton, but something.
I'd be like, hey, did you notice that? Like you were able to generate more torque. Like I would always ask them, where'd you feel the work? Like where would you expect me to feel the work there? This is also really important stuff, right? What muscles, this is why all this functional anatomy stuff is huge, right? What muscles and joints are we trying to affect here?
So hip joint.
Pelvis, right?
Pelvis, right?
Yeah.
And then let's see here. So it'd be muscles that abduct the hip.
Definitely, those are definitely going to be like components of this. But when we're thinking about what I'm trying to do here,
I see. So the hip height. So muscles that raise your
There you go.
hip. Okay.
And so what are we looking at? What are we thinking there?
What is psoas?
Shit, kind of like it. Psoas is a little bit of a lateral lumbar flexor. Oh, I just gave it away. Lateral lumbar flexors and hip hikers, right? So QL, extra like the obliques,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
some of the spinal erectors,
Right.
some of the rectus femoris, some of the transverse abdominis, a little teeny bit, not much there, but like those oblique, like we want this stuff
That band, yeah.
and this stuff here, right? So I'd be like, where do you feel that? And if they're like, I felt it here,
Right. You're like,
I'm like, oh, that's not exactly where I want you to feel that. I was like, next time, and I might come over here and be like, next time, and I'll give them a little poke. I'll be like, try and focus here, here, and here, and see what, and then I'll, go from there. So that's why this functional anatomy stuff, you can see it now, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because if they're like, I felt it here.
You're like,
No, that's not right. So I'm down, let's hit it again. So that was plenty of yammer, right?
Okay. So, push your heel with my hands. Nice, and then slide this foot over, keep it, pushing against my hand. There you go.
Yeah, so I feel it like right there. Nothing up here
Nothing.
at all.
A little bit there. Where are you at right now?
3, 3.5.
Nice. So if they, for instance, like if you are feeling only here, not feeling here, do you try to cue them to try to like activate that?
Yeah, I would. I would explore it too. I mean, I would be like, hey, like the first time I do it, I'd say, hey, can you use this to move that way? So we could try that.
Ready to go?
Yeah. So I just say, hey, I want you to try and like pack your rib and like use these muscles here
Okay.
to get you over there.
So pack your ribs.
Yeah.
Yep. tense up that kind of dominance.
Okay.
Okay. Put your heel in my hand.
Okay.
Slide these feet over.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't do that.
A little pop there.
That's right. Yeah, so I can't do that.
Okay, so did it feel like you just couldn't find those muscles, just like, or you were on a wall and you just couldn't move it?
Couldn't find anything. Not a wall.
Interesting.
Zero.
Just can't
Yeah,
feel
just
it.
massive
What am I
dysfunction
doing?
there. Yeah. So there you go. That's fun.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
So then you get to, now it's like, do we just keep working the lateral lumbar flexors or do we try some other stuff, right? So from a decision making standpoint, there's two things I would do. One, I would assess this stuff to see if they had any control there. The other thing I would do is maybe try and flip them into a different configuration and see if they can access it there like prone.
Gotcha.
So which one do you
Let's
want?
try. Let's try
Okay,
the
cool.
advanced.
See how many options there are, dude?
Yeah,
it's nuts, right?
Nuts.
And or you know another option is like, hey, let's just treat hip hike, and like so we could literally not treat any of that myo. We could literally just treat like, hey, squeeze here and then
push against the foot here.
Yeah.
And just hold that.
Yeah. That's another option.
I like though what you're saying about trying it prone to see.
Yeah, we should.
what-
But that's another way you
Okay,
could play with that. Like, I actually felt good to
Okay.
do that.
So maybe if this prone doesn't show us anything,
Then
we can go over and try that.
I like it. Yep.
So those this heel is into my hand, and then bring your feet out toward the right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're compacting your rib cage and everything.
Oh. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you found it. Well, you found it better than on your.
That was good.
supine. So maybe you do that again.
Yeah. My spine just cracked like 19 times, dude. It was crazy.
Jeez.
I got some jacked up stuff going on, dude. It's crazy.
So did you just like find that, or was it just kind of you had better control? Like,
and I was just. Are you talking about compared to supine, or are you
Yeah.
just talking about as I went there?
Well, it started out didn't start amazing, and
It
then
didn't feel great,
got
yeah.
better.
Yeah, I felt like I could find it easier
Okay.
in this configuration.
Ready to go again?
Yep.
Okay. Push your heel into my hand. Okay, perfect. Ready? Go.
Huh.
Interesting.
I don't know what that looked like.
Should there be much like hip rotation?
No.
I felt like you're rotating
No.
quite a bit on the hip.
Yep. Shouldn't be much of that. So I'm confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we could do is try hip hike here.
Okay, cool. So hip hike, push your heel into my hand,
Yep.
and then activating. More into my heel.
Oh yeah.
Yes, give me a little bit of rotation.
Not better?
There it is.
Oh God.
It's crazy how hard it is.
Isn't that insane, dude? It's nuts, man. This stuff is so crazy. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's good for us to have, like, do this. We
Yeah.
need to be doing this regularly. Like,
Yeah.
I keep telling Jeremiah that too. I'm like, dude, We need to be working on each other to like remind ourselves.
Like what it is, what the feeling is.
Exactly.
What's helpful with healing.
Yep. And how fucking hard this is.
Yeah.
Like, we'll run somebody for an hour on the table. I mean, I'm smoked. It's been 12 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. So, that's why I found that it's really good. People are like, why do you talk so much? It's because I'm letting you rest. And I educate them really early on that.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, your body has to rest. Like, your nervous system. Like, I feel better now, but I was like,
yeah, you're
roasted for a second. I'm down to do another one.
No, let's go. Okay. Ready, and go.
No, it feels like a whole different leg.
Yeah, it looked better already. Nice.
Oh my god, that feels so good, dude. It's crazy.
There we go. Nice.
Something unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So would you do like a couple more of these and then test to see if it's improved the hip height range of motion?
Yeah, I'd probably like at this point, like what we've done 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'd probably like go, all right, flip on your back. Let's check this thing.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're.
Especially after the last one, you kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's when I would check it. If they're like, well, that felt easier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, let's check this thing out, and then I'll be like, how are you feeling? Like, are you tired? Do you want to do a little more? And I'll let them decide, like, because dude, that's the thing. If you listen to their brain, like, not them, but what their brain is saying.
Right.
Like they'll like sometimes it'll be like this. Well, let's test this first, and then I'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel my hands slide it out, and then I'm trying to push you.
Yep.
Ready, go. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels way better.
Yeah.
Right. So like I'd be like, how'd that feel? And they'd be like, oh, wow, that felt better. And I'd be like,
yeah.
nice, good job. And then I'd be like, do you want to do a little more of that hip hike? And sometimes you'll see them be like, yes, for sure. Like, let's go. Or they'll be like, yeah, let's do a little more. And I'm like, your face is telling me something. Your mouth is telling me something here.
Right.
I'm like, are you sure? Are you feeling tired? Like, do you want to, we can like stop and move on to something else and like pick back up with this next time and I'll set you up with some homework. Usually they're like, yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Because like, you got to be aware, obviously you know this, but this is the psychology component where somebody will be like, yeah, I want to do more.
Right.
And you're like, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Like your body looks like it's done.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, you're right. I'm actually tired. Like,
right.
So yeah, that kind of deal. But yeah, we could try some more, man. I'm into it. We could try some
more the same, or what do you think?
Yeah, the Mayo. Well, we could try the Mayo, and this is the thing you gotta think about too. Like we just brought something online. Is it would it be overloading? To then, or do we like
keep this going?
Let's work on
next time we'll check it and see if it's...
exactly. That's where my mind is at. It's like risk mitigation.
Yeah.
For the sake of us being in here, like because this is a learning tank, let's try the Mayos, right? And then this will be an example of either we should have done the Mayo or like no, we shouldn't do the Mayo, right? So you want to try it prone or supine?
Let's just go with what we're doing here.
Okay.
So yeah, heel into my hand, and then.
Yep.
Go ahead and slowly bring this out.
Yeah, so I have no ability to do that, right? Yeah.
Should we try prone and see if you have any ability, and then if not, we'll just rip it. Okay. So, yep. Use my hand. Bring it out. Yeah.
I got a little more there.
A little bit better, but still, it seems like
it feels horrible.
Yeah, it seems like ISO for.
Let's do it, man. Yeah. So we can hit it here.
Okay, you ready? And go.
That's so crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dude, so we figured out what that is. That's my freaking peroneal tendon and muscle, like, firing and then shutting off.
That's weird.
It's super weird. It's super nervy.
Yeah, it's happening a bunch.
Yeah.
Does it feel bad?
I hate it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
I can
feel
imagine
bad.
It feels like
It doesn't like.
weird. It doesn't like hurt, but it just feels awkward.
I just hate it.
Yeah.
Just hate it, dude. It feels so like
When is it happening?
It's like it's when I shift my lumbar spine. Like, put your hand on there right now. Dude, check this out. This is crazy.
Oh gosh! Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
It's freaking sketchy, man. So there's that happening, and then, dude, even when I look to the right,
Yeah.
no, it's actually not happening.
It's not happening, but it's definitely moving around.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not.
So it was happening when I was looking to the right standing. Let me see if it does it here. That's a trip. Let me see if it does it standing, dude. You want to feel that and see what happens? Like, put your hand on that thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. So when I close my eyes and look,
Oh my god, that is quite a big.
when I close my eyes and look to the right,
That's it. Does it? Wow.
like, dude, it's brain trauma stuff.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff.
Well, we need to be working on each other just so that we can feel better.
Exactly.
Too.
I know. I was telling Jeremiah, I was like, dude, the biggest thing that's holding me back from working out is this.
Yeah.
Like, my whole right side of my body is just like, I'm not doing that, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I just don't feel like, I just don't feel my body at all.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
How long has it been going on for?
This has been going on for like a year, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, the right ankle has had some dysfunction, and like I noticed like there was some growth in the malleolus, and I was like, that's weird. Like, I just wanted to like make sure it wasn't like a tumor or something funky. They did an MRI, they didn't see anything in the bone, but they saw like a lot of inflammation, and there's something crazy going on here.
What would you think to do from our MSS standpoint?
I'd go all central, eyes, jaw, neck, head.
Like doing
tongue,
screens,
yeah.
see what's up?
Eyes, jaw, neck, head, tongue, cervical effect screen. 100%. This does not seem
Well, the
axial.
fact that you're just moving your eyes,
That's what I'm saying.
that seems like a key detail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like we've seen, like with Jeremiah, we've seen that like clenching something in my left jaw and abducting my right shoulder improves the ankle functionality, which I haven't done in a while because we actually cleared it out at one point and then it kind of crept back in. But like for a while there, bro, I had this thing in my mouth. Like I'd just drive, like as I was in the car, clamp down, and then I'd be driving with my arm abducted there. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Also, I saw, dude, we figured out that my bench press, my output goes up like by about 15 pounds when I'm clenching something in my left cheek, in my left jaw.
Wow.
I've had this is the thing, dude. I've had like 6 concussions, jaw dislocation, like wisdom tooth removals, deviated septum surgeries. I mean, there's been like
a lot of
so much trauma up top, right? So this isn't even surprising. Not to mention I've had like almost a herniation in my low back. Like, so there's just all sorts of connected stuff there. So, but yeah, that's where I would probably go with myself. Is I would start screening everything.
That'd be good. I mean, then I can get a chance to go through the screen, so we can probably perfect.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yep. So.
Sweet.
We'll do that next time, dude.
Yeah.
Check that out. Yeah, and we'll keep working on you too, man, because I want you to keep feeling this stuff. But I think it's good for like, dude, this is the stuff like you need this more than you need to be worked on, but you need to. You need to be able to move people around and like know what. Yeah, know what
like,
to.
once I get that, then I can move forward.
This is the biggest barrier right now.
Yeah. Decision
making isn't even as hard as this at this point, right?
Right.
Introsession decision making is one thing. That's challenging too. Like, what do you do here?
Right.
Like now, this is the cool thing. This is why I think we should just keep working. Like, slap me on the table and just work it.
Let's just do that.
Because like, now you got a filing cabinet of like, okay, this is introsession. but you didn't have anything in there. And now you're like, oh, okay, I know how to do this hip hike assessment.
Right.
And then you're not gonna forget that.
Yeah.
Like you're a pretty tactile learner, or
Yeah.
you're kinesthetic, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is perfect because you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Not the
that,
things like-
oh, this.
Yeah.
Do this thing. You're like, do filing cabinet, right? And then you're like, oh, if that doesn't work, configurational. Flip on your stomach. Let's check prone. Pack your ribs. Pack your ribs and slide. Pack your ribs in iso. Pack your ribs in hip hike. Like now you're like, oh, okay. Now I have at least some orientation around the pelvis,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So same with the shoulder. Like when we start doing our ocular jaw whatever testing, this is a GH test, right? So if I'm low quality here, how are we going to bring this thing up to high quality before we start screening all this stuff out?
right.
So then we can check, how do we move an arm? How do we test an arm? How do we treat an arm? How do we treat a shoulder? How do we treat a shoulder with an arm?
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the stuff, dude. This
Yeah.
is the juice. And this is definitely, this is